What's up, everybody? It's the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm in Farming Simulator 15. As you can see, I had to make a placeable pile for manure over here. We got quite a bit, actually. I mucked out all the sheds now. We ended up with just about 47,500 liters of manure, which is pretty good. The skid steer is still down here. That adapter is going to go just because it annoys me, and it's just, the skid steer is so cool that I just don't want to hang, not optimal implements on it. So that's going to go, and we'll have to sell all the front loader tools and pick up some skid steer tools for it, just because I'm not messing with that. It's a little too floppy. It doesn't, it works. It's just not great. So but in this episode, we're going to start some groundwork because that really needs to be done. So go ahead and get the IH fired up here. Get this tipper parked up. Come on, steering wheel. She's still hanging on, though, so can't really complain too much, I guess. Oh, and of course, because... let's see. I'm not going to be able to make that just yet, am I? Nope. I'm going to have to... driving. It'd be an awesome game without all the driving. I'm just kidding. Let's turn that off so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yep, the Ford's back. I made a massive mess out of this, did I not? I did, yes. Let's see if I can get it kind of turned, and then I'll get straight. Oh, I guess that might actually work once I get straight. So, why do I insist on backing up on camera? I don't know, but do not smash into the Brentner, please. Ugh, Jesus. I will say the steering wheel not being as responsive as it should be is becoming an issue, but, again, I'll muscle through it. These are becoming the episodes of deal with it, I guess. So, all right, good enough. Good enough. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do now? Well, first thing we need to do is go pick up the... cultivator, I guess. Get this straw and stuff turned in. Give soil mod a chance to kind of catch up to let me know what exactly it is the soil is going to need. So I believe the cultivator is over here. It is. Yep. Okay. So might as well get the old IH on this again. Why not? Because it works much better. The cultivator works much better with this than it does on the Ford, so. Alright, cool. Pick that up, jump back in. Turn that off so I can see where I'm going. And we might as well start over here on the two sort of home fields, I guess. So I want to thank everybody for the nice comments and everything on the last episode. Again, I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure everybody knows that the story that I sort of outlined in the beginning of that episode was not mine. I basically stole that from Reefy 1952. I linked to his video in the description of that video. Hopefully I haven't heard from him yet today. I'm sure I will. Hopefully he didn't mind me kind of borrowing his idea. Just because I thought it was really cool. And like I said, since we're playing on the same map, I thought it'd be neat if we sort of tied the stories together, But it wasn't my idea, it was his. So, but thanks everybody for the nice comments and everything. Make sure you go check out that video and leave a comment on his video too, because he's the one who came up with a really cool backstory. So, okay. Now I don't know I never remember which field this is. Is it this one, or is it that one? No, that's. Okay, so that's field A. Okay, so I don't want that. I want field B. Field B, 3 meters. That's the one I want. Yep, that'll do. Let's see. I need to put it on Fieldwork, go to first waypoint, and drive the course. Wrong tool for this mode. It is? Since when is a cultivator the wrong tool? Oh, it's not on Fieldwork. That's why. I was like, since when is a cultivator the wrong tool for fieldwork? Well, it is when you're an idiot and you don't put it on the right thing, so. I'll just make sure he's going to figure himself out here, and then we will, Okay, yep, very good. Obviously, he's going to miss some. Again, I'm not all that worried about that. So, he's going to make a big circle here while he tries to come around and catch his waypoint. But again, not really concerned about that. I can always clean that up. So, this will at least give SoilMod a chance to kind of get going. I hope so. And then we can start monitoring, exactly what is going to happen with the soil. So. I think probably take the skid steer up, and we'll sell all the loader tools that we're not using. Actually, I'd probably just sell them all because I kind of want to use the skid steer for all the loading stuff. Yeah, it's not great to put into a tipper just because of the reach and everything, but I mean, I did buy it, so I might as well at least use it for that. Let's see, I don't really need all the waypoints showing, so we can just turn those off. Very good. Now, I'm hoping after this soil kind of gets work that SoilMod will kind of kick in and let me know what's going on, And I hope the first thing it does is not, grow a bunch of weeds. Because I don't have a sprayer. We're going to need a sprayer. We're going to need stuff for SoilMod. Stuff that we weren't, that we didn't necessarily need before it. So, going to be a lot more money being spent. But unfortunately, I don't really have the money right now. So, we're going to have to kind of work on that as we go. I wonder, can I set him to go a wee bit slower? I probably could, but... Oh, yeah, I can. What is Courseplay? Fool. Of course, you can set it to whatever speed you want. We're going to set him to go about 5 miles an hour, I think. I think that's better. For this particular tractor and this cultivator, I think 9's a little fast, so... Now, you're going to turn around and get stuck in this tree, right? Is that what you're going to do? Yep, that's exactly what you're going to do. Now, you're going to figure it out. Eventually, just back up, right? Alright, here's where I give Courseplay the benefit of the doubt and let it figure itself out. Yep. Very good. Instead of just jumping in and, being like, oh, I gotta fix it. No. Just let it figure itself out. As I said, when I made all the edits on the map, I didn't move a single tree. Was I tempted to do it? Sure. But I didn't do it, because, again, I thought that would just change too much, really change the flavor of the map. One of the challenges of this map are the trees, really hugging the edges of the field. So if you just got rid of them all, well, then that would really change the flavor of the map, change the atmosphere of the map, and I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to make changes that, for me, made sense. So. Alright, he seems to be handling himself pretty well, so he should be okay, assuming he doesn't get stuck on this tree over here. Again, this tractor does not have a great turning lock. It's funny, I go back and forth, oh, I want to get rid of this tractor, oh, I don't want to get rid of this tractor. I never exactly know what I want to do with this tractor, It's just because, I guess, because it's been on the farm for so long now, that I just hate to get rid of it, but... At some point, we're gonna need some bigger stuff, and I'd like some stuff that had a better turning lock. Now, could I go in and alter the turning lock on this? Sure, I could, but I don't want to do that. So, because I'm a little afraid I'll get it messed up, and I'll get it turning so much that it ends up, catching the fenders on the body or whatever. So, and to be honest, I really just don't have time for that anyway. So, okay. Yeah, you're doing just fine. Let's go ahead and get him. What do I want to do with him? Oh, yeah. Control delete on this one. Stop driver reset. Oh. And what do I want to do with you? I wonder if our trees are ready to be harvested. Let's go down and take a look at that. Go down and see if our trees are ready to be harvested. I'm not quite sure where my fruit. There it is. I wasn't sure where my fruit tipper was, but I found it. Oh. We'll go down and do that, and that'll make us some money too, because we could certainly use it. So, if we're going to have to buy a bunch of stuff, so yeah, like I said in this episode, I really want to get the groundwork done. I want to get the if these trees need to be harvested, I want to get that done. Once field either 8 or 9, I haven't really decided which one yet, are tilled, we're going to get some grass planted down there because obviously we're going to need the grass. So I discovered an interesting thing yesterday when I was finishing out the mucking out of all the animals. That I was sort of taking it as a thing that when I was reading the PDA, the number of animals was a combined number, and it turned out to be. But what I didn't realize was that I had missed some beef cattle in the other shed. So I went down and sold those. Now, they didn't make us a ton of money, but a little bit. Kind of got us back to where we were after we bought the mixed wagon. So that's cool. The beef cattle kind of paid for the mixed wagon. So, eventually here I want to get some more cows, some more dairy cows, because 10 is not going to be enough. I don't think manure is going to be so much of a problem. I hope anyway. I'm not going to spread it on this cycle because, like I said, I want to see if Courseplay is going to kick in and do something. I'm pretty sure I installed it right. Obviously, the map didn't crash, and all the things that are supposed to show up. So I'm pretty sure we're good in that respect. I just got to give it a minute to kind of get going. And then of course manure will always is a good nutrient source. So and then slurry as well. Will help with the soil moisture. So because nothing's changed on the fields as of yet, but I think that's just because the fields haven't been worked. So one thing that I can kind of say that I know that Courseplay, Soil Mod's kind of working is that all the alfalfa withered that was over here, that was left, that I didn't chaff. So that's cool. Really sucks about this meadow. I gotta get that bale out of there too before whoever they decide. The parish decides they want to enter into a new land use agreement with, decides that they're going to take it. So, like I said, there will be an episode of me just cleaning up around the farm because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So, yeah, it took quite a while to muck out the rest of those sheds. If I'd have done it on the video would have easily been over an hour long, and I just didn't want to do that. I just thought that would have been too long. So. All right, let's see now how our trees are doing. They should be fairly full, I would think. Oh, we will certainly find out. Oh. Yeah, I think they were full. They take 400. They hold 400 apiece, so it looks like they were 100%. So that's good. We'll get plenty of apples and pears down to the store, make a little money that way, and then we need to go buy some stuff. So. Yep, he's slipping. Let's see if he figures it out. I bet he's stuck on that tree. That tree that I said he was going to get stuck on. We'll see if he figures it out. Like I said, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, so. Yep, apparently he figured it out. Very good. I'm thinking about switching to the fruit boxes for this. Only because I think instead of greenhouses, I was going to do greenhouses, but you know what? Now with the soil mod, I'm kind of going to need the manure that the greenhouses would take. So instead of greenhouses over on this side over here, I think I'm just going to plant more trees. And I think it would be neat if we kind of maybe stored them, maybe did one harvest, stored them, did another harvest, sold the produce from the fruit from the first harvest, kind of did it that way. Plus the fruit boxes are really neat, so. One more kind of struggle of, trying to stack stuff and everything for me, but I still think it would be kind of neat, so. This trailer is enormous. Look how big this trailer is compared to this tractor. You wouldn't think this trailer would be that big, but it really is. I could have used the Krohn's Emlyn, I guess, which is a fine little trailer, but I really kind of like this one. I just didn't realize how big it was compared to this tractor. This TW10 is not a small tractor either. I wonder if it's maybe a little undersized, because everything I hook up to it just seems enormous behind it. So it could very well just be, under scale a little bit, perhaps. So, and as I've said before, eventually all these tractors will probably go. Both these tractors will go and be replaced by other things, once we get back into some money. So, now with soil mod, of course, we're going to have to spend a lot more money. We're going to need a sprayer. We're going to need, probably a FERT spinner. Actually, we have a FERT spinner, so we won't need one of those. But we will need a sprayer, so. And those are fairly expensive. Not going to get a massive one, it doesn't make any sense with the amount of land we have now. It just doesn't make any sense to get a gigantic one, so. Coffee time. Yeah, these trees are all full. Good. That's good. That'll bring a little bit of money. That'll hopefully help offset the cost of the new equipment we're going to need to buy. So it's too bad about that adapter. It's a good idea, and it does seem to work, but it's just not. I don't know, the way the bucket flops around. And that bucket's probably a little too big for that skid steer anyway. Although I have seen and used big old buckets on skid steers in the past. So I may even come down here and cut down some more trees and run an orchard all the way down the side here, assuming we can get another permit from the council. Again, the council's probably not thrilled with us at the moment. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was actually reaching for my paddles to shift in reverse. That doesn't work in Farming Simulator. Well, it would if I mapped them, but I never did. So. Oh my goodness, backing up. Why am I so shit at backing up? You'd think after all the backing up I do that I would eventually get the hang of it. But, oh well. There we go. That will do. That will do. That'll bring in a few $1,000s, I guess. Yeah, not too bad. About $6,000. Not too bad at all. It's all money, it's all revenue, it's all, we need it, obviously, so. We'll go up here, get the apples. And then, I don't know if I want to take the skids. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to need to get the tools back anyway, so. Although I could just reset everything, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I know I need to get water to the beef cattle. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I keep forgetting, so I really need to do that. It's funny how, if you guys watch the Bjorn Home series, I did a fair amount of complaining about the lag with the Apple mod on, on that map, and then that sort of went away, and then sort of came back, and I'm not really sure why, but I've had no lag with the Apple mod on this map, so I guess it depends on the map. I guess I'm not really sure. I'm glad that all this stuff still works with the 1.3 beta patch. David Oldfield, and I'm sure you guys are all subscribed to him, and if you're not, you need to go subscribe to him immediately, did a very in-depth look at the 1.3 patch about what it affects, what it doesn't affect, what it fixed, what it didn't fix. If you guys watched the stream last Saturday, today is Wednesday, Tuesday, you guys will see this video on Thursday. So last Saturday's stream, I did a really quick sort of, let's check logs, basically, test, and the logs are now very, very good. I will say they're a lot easier to work with. They don't seem as weird. They've got some weight now, some mass. They tend to balance better and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really happy about that. As far as the other stuff in the patch goes, to be honest, I wasn't unhappy with the way things handled before. So the fact that it's better is is awesome now. So I think the patch is definitely an improvement, definitely a step in the right direction. So. And my biggest things were, the way bales stayed on a trailer, which has been fixed as well. From watching David's video, I haven't tried it yet, but I obviously believe him. He is truly the expert on this stuff, and I definitely defer to his opinion and his knowledge and everything when it comes to that stuff. So, so bales have been fixed and logs have been fixed, and to be honest, those were my two biggest issues. So now, for me, perfect. Game's great. I love coffee. And yes, it's 11:30 in the morning, but, BP had another fairly late night last night, so. Dealing with some real-life stuff, stuff around the house, so. My washing machine has decided that it just wants to spit water all over the floor all the time now, so I have to figure that out now. At least it's getting warm out. If you're from New England or if you're from America, it's May now. It's getting to be warm again, which is awesome. It was like 72 degrees all day yesterday. It was great, so I need to get up off the computer once in a while now and get outside because it is just, it's beautiful outside now. So we're getting a little rain right now, which is fine. We can certainly use it, even though we had 11 feet of snow, and the ground is still pretty, pretty moist. Could always use the rain, so I'm not going to complain about a little bit of rain. Okay. So 4,000 liters of pears, 4,000 liters of apples. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think, I think we'll do that at some point. I'll come down here, cut down the rest of these trees, or not all of them, but as many as the council will let me, I hope. I hope they'll let me. I'm still waiting on a permit for the bee house, too, that I need to put down here. They seem to be kind of taking their time with that, but so as soon as we get that, we'll get a bee house down here. So that way I won't have to import bees for the trees anymore, because that's getting pretty expensive. So, and sometimes it's tough too, because there's a fair amount of orchards in this area, and a lot of people import bees, and there's only one real guy that does it. So you have to wait for them and everything, and pollination is absolutely crucial for bees. So I mean for bees, yeah, for fruit trees. So gotta have it. Okay, $38,000. So we basically offset the cost of our mix wagon and all that stuff. So let's see. The IH is still doing its thing. So it shouldn't take too long to do that field, I wouldn't imagine. So what I think I'll do is, I think I'll stop him here. I'll get him going on Courseplay back to the farm as soon as I remember how to open it. And let's see, I need this. Farm to pig and beef. Yep, that's the one I want. And drive the course. Oh, well, or continue. I stopped right at the waiting point, apparently. So go figure. We'll just take a tab around here and see how everybody's doing. Oh, yeah, you're doing just fine. So and again, I'll have to go around and kind of clean up the edges a little bit, which is fine, not a big deal. These courses are really, really good, so it's not, it's not as bad as if I did the course and there'd be huge chunks left. So, oh, the IH is getting dirty again. We did have some rain here in Old Ridge, and most of the equipment was outside, so it did get cleaned up a little bit, but it's getting dirty again. So, I don't know. I know. There's a pride factor involved, but to me, I just like a dirty tractor. I just think they look better. So, I'll be curious to see. Maybe tomorrow. Once this game day goes by, I'll be curious to see what soil mod actually decides it wants to do with these fields. So, okay. No sense standing there staring at him, I guess. Let's see. You're coming back to the farm. All right, you. Now we need to take the long trip back to the store. I mean, we don't necessarily need to take the trip back to the store, but I think I'm going to. Boy, I wish I had a couple of joysticks. A couple of joysticks would be the cool setup for this, and for a lot of other things too. At some point, if I ever have a little money, I may try to pick up, and they don't have to be super expensive joysticks either. You know what I mean? They could just be regular sort of, just cheapo joysticks for this. I think, as long as they don't break on me the first time I use them, I think they'll be fine. So, what's telling me I'm low on TMR? Oh, well, it's going to tell me I'm low anyway because I can only put so much in the pigs anyway. I think it'll be fine. So, yeah, see that bucket bouncing around like that? Not particularly great. And I got a couple comments from people that say, it kind of looks crappy, and you're right, it absolutely does. This skid steer is way too cool for to hang bad implements on it. So I need to move that tree before somebody gets on me about that. Although it's not on my field, so technically, whoever owns that field is really responsible for that tree. Excuse me. Driving in my skid steer, 12 miles an hour. This would be a case I probably should have set this to go on Courseplay too. I don't know how Courseplay is going to handle the skid steer though, with the turns and everything. I'd be afraid it might just spin it right around, But the Ford is back to the farm now. Very good. Well, we've got 1.1 hour on the skid steer now, so and unfortunately, it's first. And this is a nice skid steer too. This isn't like a rusty old beat up Bobcat that's been around forever. I mean, this thing has everything in it. It's all digital, and it's got heat and air conditioning and windshield wipers and lots of glass and all that. And what's the very first thing I do with it? Use it to shovel muck. Oh well, that's going to be one of its primary functions. So yeah, I figure we'll go down to the store here and we will get rid of this adapter. Do I want to get rid of the shovel? You know what? I may leave this shovel. I don't know what to do. Do I want to leave a shovel at the dairy farm to use with the Ford? Maybe. For what reason though? What reason would I have to do that? None really. Nope, I guess the shovel can go too. Okay. Yeah, there goes BP again, just noodling through stuff, out loud in the middle of a video, so. At some point, I'm going to have to pick up a trailer for this thing, and maybe some sort of runabout, a truck or whatever, because I don't know how much longer the council's going to really want me to be driving down the road with this thing, I'm sure they're not, although I don't know what the difference is. They are technically road legal, because they do have turn signals and whatnot, but they're not very quick. They will hold up traffic, so that could be an issue, I'm sure, at some point. Try to maybe go the quickest way to the shop, I guess. It's good to be getting the groundwork going now. The animals took quite a while to kind of take care of, but that was my own fault. There wouldn't have been as much muck in there if I would have ever, remembered to go clean them out. Now I just have to remember, every few days to go over and scoop them out. So may actually pick up a muck fork. I don't know if it's going to be any easier or not, but I think they're neat, and why not? Well, why not spend more money? Obviously, we're going to have to think about some kind of harvester too, which may require taking out a loan, because for some reason I can't get any of the rental mods to work. I know the rental mod that I was using doesn't work with the 1.3 patch, so whatever they did internally with the game that allowed that to happen, whatever script allowed that to work, does not work anymore. So we're going to have to take a look at some, an alternative. Now, there is one on the official Farming Simulator website that Martin Garner pointed me in the direction of, and I want to say thank you for that. Now, I downloaded it and installed it and couldn't get it to work, but that could just be a mod conflict I'm having. I will take another look at it and see if I can kind of figure it out. So yeah, this is definitely the poshest skid steer I've ever been in. So it's very, very nice. I think this thing may. I don't know. I thought it had a radio in it. I'm like, that'd be something, wouldn't it? No. Okay, finally at the shop we are. There was a bucket bouncing around. No. So I guess we'll just drop this whole sort of front operation off over here on the sell point and get rid of it. And then we will pick up, what do we really need? Well, we need something to pick up manure with, because again, like I said, that's going to be this thing's kind of primary function. So let's go ahead and make sure we're actually in. Yep, we're in there. Drop off all of this stuff. There we go. And we'll back up out of here so we don't sell this thing by accident. Turn it off for a minute. Or turn it off for a minute. Okay, let's see. Are we on this? Yes, we are. Do you want to sell this? Yes, I'd like to sell this. And then, yes. I mean, obviously, they're not a ton of money, but a little bit. Okay, let's take a look now at some stuff. Obviously, going to have to go into the skid steer category. And let's see. Well, we can buy, that's $800. We might as well buy that, I guess. We're going to need that. Okay, we'll buy that. Don't need that. The manure fork, do I need a manure fork and a shovel? Not really. Boy, that's cool. That stump grinder's cool, but I just don't need it at the moment. That manure fork's not cheap either, $1,800. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the shovel. I don't really need a bale spike at the moment, because I have. Oh, you know what though? I don't have a bale spike that'll fit this thing. Ah, that's gonna suck. Which means I'm gonna have to keep using the front loader to pick up the other bales anyway, the silage bales. Oh, that's inconvenient. Okay, anyway, that's probably enough of that. I wonder, do I have in mods? Do I have? Nope, just the adapter. No, okay. That's the only thing I have in there. Then again, of course, I have all this stuff that I could use the adapter with, but the adapter just doesn't work great. So, all right, very good. That's fine. We'll just grab our bucket, I guess, and which should be over here. Yep. Nope. Forwards. Yeah, as you saw, the rental stuff did not pop up. Now, I'm not 100% certain how this new rental mod works. Apparently, it's Control and P, I guess, that makes it work. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why? Why? There's something they could fix. Okay, so that's not so silly now. I don't suppose by any chance this would be a high tip, huh? No. Nope. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a high tip, but I wonder if that's going to make it a little easier to get stuff into a tipper. Probably not. This thing just doesn't. I mean, it has a really good reach when you think about it, but it's not telehandler good, So, okay. Well, let's take another long ride in the skid steer. I put more miles on a skid steer than I do on a tractor. So. What else needs to be done? Well, a lot of stuff needs to be done, obviously. You know what? I may just bring this back to the main farm for now, and then I'll bring it back down to either the dairy farm, the pig and beef farm, at some point. So I guess, geez, I hate to use this thing for just one thing, though. Don't know what to do. Boy, as bad as I wanted this, now this thing is starting to maybe kind of turn into not exactly what I needed. I think maybe a telehandler would have been a better overall purchase, but the telehandlers are so expensive. I think for right now, this thing will probably serve our needs. If I have to use I have the front loader anyway, right? I have the front loader tractor and all that. So if I have to use, the front loader to move bales around for a little while, that's okay too. So 32 minutes. What have I done? We've cultivated half a field. I've driven around in the skid steer. So we harvested the apples. So I guess that was pretty good. You know what? You can just kind of park right here for now. Okay. Whoops. Keep hitting E like I'm playing Euro Truck. All right, let's have a tab around. Oh, you're doing the headlands now. Very good. Very good. Doing a fine job too. So, the little bit he misses is not going to be a crisis. So, probably let him finish, get him started over on field B. And then we gonna have to plant barley or wheat over here because I'm gonna need the straw. So maybe wheat, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. I'll take a look at the prices and figure it out. I want to get the groundwork done before we start planting anyway, because I'll probably just use this tractor to plant. Because the Ford, again, anytime you put anything heavy on the back of the Ford, it just doesn't have enough weight on it, and it's just not very happy. So. I mean, as much complaining as I do about the Ford, you'd think I would just buy a new tractor, right? But I just can't. I can't force myself to part with it. I'm like that on Bjornholm too. If you guys remember, I had basically the same tractors that entire series, because I find stuff that works. Even if it is, maybe if it's occasionally I'm like, oh, I wish I could do this, or I wish it was heavier, or I wish it was more powerful, blah blah blah. But I still end up staying with it because I don't know. I get attached to stuff and I just stay on it forever. So, okay, okay. Now I'm gonna have to clean up this part myself, so that's fine. We'll just stop you, reset you, and then I will do this bit myself. Oh. Probably help if I could see what I was doing. There we go. Don't ask me what I'm doing here. Just making a big mess, I guess. Oh, it was already down, silly. Jeez. BP, professional farmer. Alright. Look at this last little bit. Did this really need to take all that much time there, BP? No, it didn't. Of course not. But let's see. Can I catch it this way? I should be able to. And then we'll just go right around the edge of the field and get this little bit that it missed. It's always going to miss something just because of the way it turns. You know, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. And that's fine. It does a very good job. So just get this bit here and get this bit over here. Not that this really matters either. And plus with the seeders, you know, being direct drill. But I just don't know how soil mod's going to take, you know. I want to see what soil mod's going to do with these fields. So that's what I'm really curious about. So I think the more of this stuff we get turned in, because apparently chopped straw now does provide some sort of nutrient effect. So, although these next, this next harvest will probably be not so much chopped straw, just because I'm going to need the straw. So, okay, now let's see. So this is field B. Let's get this going on Courseplay. And turn that off so I can actually move. Let's see. Okay, you know what? You stop dancing around. This is field A, or is this field B? Did I just not say that? What is going on? Why can't I move my mouse? There we go. Oh, no. Ah, geez, wow. Can you not remember anything? There we go. And the start point is way down there, but that's fine. Go find it. I would be willing to bet he's going to get stuck a couple times on this field too. There's a couple of trees that are not, you know, that are fairly inconvenient, but hopefully, like he did on that field, he will figure it out. So, I'm trying to decide. We're going on 37 minutes. We cultivated a field. We harvested our apples. We picked up a new bucket for our skid steer. You know what we could look at, actually? We're going to need a sprayer of some kind. Let's see. 29,000 for that, and then 5,500 for that. Really kind of want that so that we don't have to come back and fill up all the time. I don't think I have anything in mods either. Let me just check. Trying to keep the number of mods. Yeah, I don't have any sprayer mods at all. Trying to keep the number of mods kind of down, just because, you know, the less stuff you have in a folder, the better off you're going to be. So, oh yeah, these things. I want to pick up one of these things at some point too. Okay, very good. I wanted to try the Control P thing. I don't know. Nope, that doesn't seem to work. I don't know exactly how that's supposed to work anyway. If it's supposed to, I don't know. You know, it doesn't seem to do anything. So, okay. You know, I must have a mod that's, you know, causing issues or whatever. So, I will try to figure that out. If not, we're just going to have to wait until we have money to buy stuff, which is going to be a real issue for harvesters. But it might make for an interesting story if I have to buy a very cheap harvester, which looks like it's going to be the case, because obviously, you know, harvesters are super expensive. So, and of course, right into a tree. Oh, good job. Good job. Way to figure it out. Good job, Courseplay. Okay. I think I'm going to let him go ahead and finish. No sense, you know, dragging this episode on for too long. One thing I do want to do is get this guy, back and parked up, so he's not just sitting here in the middle of the field, middle of the farm, I should say. I'm so unfocused today. Can you tell? I've been playing a lot of Farming Simulator. Might need to take a little bit of a break from all the Farming Simulator I've been playing. I play a lot of, you know, and you know, it's fun, and I really do enjoy it. But occasionally, you know, it's nice to do something else. So, and And I think I got a little bit of spring fever as well. I think I want to get outside, so I'll try not to drive into your front loader there. And I've got that weight still kicking around, which I don't really want to sell anyway. That was from the Fent. Wow, smash. Welcome to Old Ridge there, Tipper. You didn't think you weren't going to get dented, did you? Okay, that'll do. Shut you off. Set the brake, and we'll call that an episode. Again, not the most exciting probably of episodes, but at least we're getting stuff done now. We're turning the fields where, we've got our apples harvested. We got a new bucket for our skid steer, so that will stop being weird. And everything's moving in the right direction. In the next episode, we'll probably continue on the groundwork. I really need to get a well in at some point, but now the money's becoming an issue. We got to field 8 or 9 planted in grass. I'm just going to pick one at random. It'll be 8. Probably when I actually do it, it'll be 9. You guys know me. Who knows, right? As always, guys, thank you so much for coming to the channel, for watching the videos, for commenting, liking, and sharing. It means so much to me. I hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. I know I'm still enjoying making them, even though maybe they're not, action-packed and super exciting. But it is farming, and we're doing the things that need to be done on the farm. As always, thank you for making me a part of your YouTube day, and this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.